If you're running a business and you ever thought, there's gotta be a better way to do this, whether it's your bookkeeping, your invoicing, tracking expenses, or just keeping your team organized, there probably is. And you probably already have the app that does it. You're just paying for 10 others that do the same thing. So I'm gonna show you 5 apps every Australian businesses should be running in 2026 based on what I see working across my client base every single day and how we do things in my business. My team and I work with over 1,000 businesses a year, and I can usually tell within about 5 minutes of looking at someone's setup whether they've got the right thing going. Most don't, and it splits into 2 camps. Camp number 1, you signed up for something years ago because someone recommended it to you. Then you added another app because the first one didn't do invoicing properly. Then someone in your own team started using a third one for expenses. Now you've got 10, maybe 15 app subscriptions, and nobody on the team can actually tell you which ones you need and which ones are doing the same thing. Camp number 2 is the opposite. You've got a bank account and a spreadsheet and maybe Xero. Everything else you're doing manually because you haven't had time to sit down and research what's out there. Or you tried something once and it was more of a hassle than it was worth it because you didn't have the time. Both camps are costing themselves money. Camp number 1, paying for overlaps. Camp number 2, spending hours every single week on work that a $30 a month app would handle automatically. In my business, we run 5 apps. Each one covers a different function, and there's no overlap between them. Finance ops, accounting, documentations, sales, and delivery. I'm going to walk you through each one. The first function is your finance ops. That's your business bank account, how you pay your suppliers and contractors, how you invoice your clients, accept payments, and how you handle bank cards and expenses across the team. If you don't get this one right, it flows through to everything else because this is where all your money moves. So right now, you've probably got your business bank account with one of the 4 major banks in Australia. Then a separate app for making payments, especially if you got anyone overseas. On top of that, an invoicing tool and some kind of card program or expense tracker for when your team needs to spend money. Okay, so that's 4 different providers with 4 separate logins, and the transaction data is sitting in completely different places with nothing connecting them. So what happens? Someone on your team makes a purchase on a card that doesn't sync to your accounting software, and now someone has to go in and enter that manually in the accounting software. Your contractor overseas sends an invoice, you pay through the bank, cop $30 in Swift transfer fees, plus whatever the exchange rate margin is, and then you've got to go and record that yourself manually. A client pays your invoice in one tool, the money lands in another, and you're spending Friday afternoon trying to match it all up because it doesn't make bloody sense. That manual work is where the hours go, and the errors creep in there too. You don't find them until BAS time, or worse, your accountant finds them and tells you later. We use Airwallex at Box for all of this. Airwallex is an all-in-one payments and financial platform. So our everyday business accounts, payments, employee cards, and expense management all run through one platform. When we pay our offshore contractors, for example, it goes through Airwallex on local payments rails, so you don't cop Swift fees and the banks aren't clipping you on the exchange rate. On the receiving side, when we invoice a client, they can pay by card, bank transfer, Google Pay, Apple Pay, or even buy now, pay later options like Afterpay. The money lands in the same platform that handles everything. Everything's in one place and it feeds into your accounting software in real time. Which brings me to the second app, your accounting software. This is a system your entire stack should be reporting into. It's where your financials live, where your BAS gets generated, and where your profit and loss tells you how the business is actually going. But if the data going in is messy or delayed or manually entered, then the reports coming out aren't really that reliable. And you could be making decisions on numbers that are a week or 2 behind on what's actually happening in your business. So you might already be on Xero, MYB, or QuickBooks. Good, but just having an accounting software doesn't mean your books are clean. If the tools around it aren't connected properly, you end up entering data by hand, and that introduces lag. You could be looking at your P&L thinking you've got $50,000 in profit when you've actually got $38,000 because a bunch of expenses from the last couple of weeks haven't been entered into it yet. You wouldn't know until someone goes in and does the data entry. Xero fixes this when the tools feeding into it are connected. Bank feeds pull in automatically from 160 Australian banks and financial institutions. As you reconcile, the system starts learning your patterns. If you're paying the same supplier every month, Xero suggests the category and the GST code based on what you did last time. After a few weeks of that, reconciliation goes from a Friday afternoon job to something that takes a few minutes. And because GST is being tracked on every transaction as you reconcile, when BAS time comes around, your figures are already there. You connect Xero to the ATO, review the numbers, and lodge. No exporting to spreadsheets. No manual tallying. For a lot of businesses we work with, BAS went from a full day of stress every quarter to something that's done in 15 minutes. Now, if you've got staff, pay attention to this next bit. Payday Super has kicked in from 1st of July 2026, so you can no longer batch your super contributions quarterly. Every time you run a pay run, super has to be paid within 7 days. Xero's payroll feature handles this. When you process a pay run, it calculates your PAYG withholding, leave accruals, and super. It reports to the ATO through single touch payroll each pay cycle, and you can send the super contributions directly. That also means your end of financial year reporting is already done. But where it really clicks is the integrations. When your payment platform transactions hit Xero in real time and your receipts are getting matched to those transactions automatically, your books are basically maintaining themselves. You're just reviewing and improving. We use Xero at Box and we recommend it to the majority of our clients. Xero is also the sponsor of this video, and I've got a discounted sign up link in the description if you want to try it yourself. At the time of filming, you can get a massive 90% off for the next 6 months. Third function, documentation, specifically receipt capture. Your books can look perfect on screen and still cause problems at tax time if you can't produce the receipts to back your deductions. The ATO's position on this is straightforward. No receipt, no deduction. And you know how this goes. You buy lunch with a client, you take a photo of the receipt on your phone and maybe email it to yourself. Come end of financial year, you're scrolling through thousands of photos in your camera, trying to find it. Or you've given up and you just don't claim it. HubDoc sorts this out. You photograph the receipt, it reads the data off it, matches it to the transaction in Xero and files it. It literally takes about 5 seconds. So those first 3 apps cover the finance side of your business, but there are 2 more functions you need to cover. Fourth function, sales. If you're tracking your pipeline out of your inbox or spreadsheet right now, you've got leads falling through that you can't see. Here's what I mean. A lead comes in through your website and you reply within your inbox. Another one comes and you jot down their name somewhere. A third gets referred to you by a mate and you say you follow up in a week. All 3 of those live in 3 different places and nobody else on your team has visibility on any of them. 2 weeks later, you've closed one, completely forgot about another, and then the third signed with someone else because you never got back to them. And you would never know that that third one was a lost deal because it was never tracked in the first place. For us, we use HubSpot at Box. Every lead from the first inquiry to a signed client lives in one place. So the team can see where every deal is at. Follow-ups are scheduled automatically and nothing drops off because someone else is too busy. You stop losing deals you didn't know you were losing, and as the business grows, you've got a system that scales with the team instead of relying on one person's memory. And once a client's signed, the work actually has to get done. Last function, delivery. For a firm like ours, that's every BAS return, tax return, and quarterly review. Each one has a deadline. And if your task management lives in someone else's head or a shared spreadsheet, those deadlines would slip. And in an accounting firm, a missed BAS deadline means a penalty notice for a client and a conversation nobody wants to have. Now, you can use any project and task management tool for this. There are so many out there on the market, some that are specific to an industry and some that are customizable. We went with ClickUp and I'll tell you why. Most PM tools give you a board with some cards on it and that's about it. ClickUp lets you customize the entire workflow to match how your business actually operates. So for us, a tax return moves through specific stages from lodgement to review to sign off And those stages are built right into the system. You're not jamming your process into someone else's template. On top of that, you get multiple views of the same work. Your team can see the tasks as a list. You can see the whole firm's workload as a board or a calendar. And if you want to track deadlines across the quarter, there's a timeline view for that too. Everyone's looking at that same data, just in the format that makes sense for their role. The automations are where it says real time though. When a task moves to a certain stage, ClickUp can auto assign it to the next person, send a reminder, or flag it if it's been sitting too long. You set those rules once and they just run. In a firm with recurring work, that means less chasing and fewer things slipping through because someone forgot to handle it. This tool works for us, but there are many tools out there that are specific to industries. For example, a hairdresser will want a tool that manages bookings, deposits, and customers. Or a builder will want a job management software that contacts clients, prepares quotes, estimations, assigns workers to jobs, and uploads photos and statuses of each job they're running. Now, all 5 of those apps sit on top of your bank account. And if the bank underneath it isn't set up properly, you're losing money before any of those tools even come into play. I ranked every major Australian business bank across 7 criteria, and some of those results will probably change how you think about where money sits. Watch this video next, and I'll show you which banks offer the best value for different types of businesses, which ones to avoid, and how to combine accounts to get the best features and rates across the board.